Hey there, my friend. This is Dr. Anthony Balduzzi, founder here at the Fit Mother Project. My team and I are the health and fitness experts for busy moms in their 40s, 50s, and 60s who want to lose weight, get healthy for both themselves and help their families get healthier too, like all these amazing women you see here that we've helped with our programs. And in today's video, what we're gonna do is cover 5 of the best ab exercises for women over 50, because let's face it, as we get older, our bodies change. We've accumulated some injuries, we've had kids, and things don't work exactly the same way as they used to, so we actually need to train differently. And so what I want to present you with today is 5 amazing exercises that are going to help you strengthen your core, get a better looking midsection, and they'll actually help you in conjunction with a good diet, get a flatter stomach and lose fat as well. So I know you're going to learn a ton in today's video. What we're going to quickly do is go over these 5 exercises, and then we're going to hop behind me in the gym. I'm going to demo these for you and give you some ideas on some sets and reps, and actually give you a 5-minute workout that you can start doing every single day to see some results with your core training, to get a stronger, better looking midsection. I know you're going to learn a ton in today's video. Get out your pen and paper, take some notes, and let's dive on in. All right, so the first exercise of our list of the 5 best ab exercises for women over 50 is the RKC Plank. And you might not know what this is, but RKC stands for Russian Kettlebell Club, and they essentially redefine the way a plank should be done. You've probably seen a plank, right? You're on your elbows and you got your feet behind you and you're keeping your core tight. Well, what an RKC plank is while you're doing that normal plank position, you're actually squeezing your quads and your glutes and your back and your forearms, and you're creating more tension in the body. And what this does is makes the plank, I would say, 5 to 10 times more effective than a regular plank. And so even doing like a 20-second RKC plank, in my opinion, is way more valuable than doing 2 minutes of a regular plank hold, because it engages your core so much more, and it's really gonna help your results. And the beautiful thing about this RKC plank is it's actually gonna help tighten your waistline, because it's working a muscle underneath your abs called the transverse abdominis, and that's gonna help really just draw everything in, give you a tighter, sleeker looking midsection. It's a really amazing exercise. We're kicking off with RKC planks. I'll show you how to do that in just a second. Our second exercise is a knee slide crunch. And so you've probably heard that crunches get a little bit of a bad rap. They can be hard on your neck. People do them sloppy, and you see people just, swinging themselves on exercise balls, and they're really not getting much benefit to the core activation. Well, a knee slide crunch is great because it really focuses. We're gonna be in that crunch position, sliding our hands up our knees, creating a lot of tension in the core. It's a very slow, controlled movement. It's gonna give you better contraction in your abs and better results as a byproduct. So that's our second exercise. Third one on this list is a foot touch. We're on our back and we're moving our feet and touching the floor, and we're eventually going to extend our legs out as we get better into a flutter kick. And this is amazing because it does activate some of that transverse abdominis that we worked with the RKC planks. It works on your hip flexors as well, and it's a really good mix-up between a crunching motion and now we're actually moving the legs. So it kind of hits the abs from a different angle, and it's super easy. You don't need any equipment. I'm going to show you how to do that one as well. Exercise number 4 is an invisible ball twist. This is where we're on our back, we have the big ball, and we're moving just like this. This is very important with our core training. We don't just want to work these crunching motions, we also need to work our twisting motions, because the function of the abs is not just to flex and again extend the spine, but it's to rotate with the oblique work. So we're going to get that with those invisible ball twists. I'm going to show you how to do those and how to do them from beginner to advanced variations. Finally, we have Superwomans. A lot of women make the mistake, especially over 50, in thinking that the core training and ab work is just the stuff we see on the front side. Well, your core is really all the muscles that are supportive on the back side. And to have a strong, healthy core, you actually need to work these spinal extensors too. So I'm going to show you how to do some Superwomans and a secret bonus exercise after Superwomans to help you alleviate back pain, have a more flexible, mobile spine. And this is a really amazing move set that we can borrow from yoga. So I know you're going to learn a ton in today's video. Let's hop behind me in the gym. We'll get into our first exercise. We'll give you all the demos, and I'll actually give you the 5-minute ab routine at the end of this workout. Let's dive on in. All right, so let's get into our first exercise, the RKC plank. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get into a regular plank position like you've probably seen before. So hands are down here, feet are back. So what I want you to do here is drop your butt, push your forearms away from the floor to essentially round the upper back a little bit. And now what I want you to do is squeeze your glutes and your quads as hard as you can and create this kind of semi-vacuum pose. Now this is the position here. You may see people doing regular planks that look something like this. The shoulder blades are retracted here in a regular plank, and you can kind of hang out here and make it, not hard. I'm kind of over my hands a little bit, and I could stay here for a long time. The second I do this, push away, shift back, bring the glutes in, squeeze, the quads and the glutes just like this, my body starts to shake. This is a proper plank position. What I want you to do is see if you can hold this for 30 seconds. That would be the goal. As you get stronger, you simply shift back, further away from your hands, still pushing away from the floor, still squeezing your glutes and your quads as hard as you can, and then you're down. So the goal with the RKC plank is not necessarily to hold for 2 minutes, it's to see how intensely can you hold for 30 seconds to 1 minute. And even if you're starting this out and you can only do a 15-second RKC plank, I would do maybe like 3 or 4 sets of that. So you basically get around a minute total of under tension RKC time. And if you can do 30 seconds, then I would say you do 2 sets of 30 seconds. In total, I'd like you to have 1 minute of contraction of the RKC plank, and you can rest in between those sets if you want. But I'm gonna show you a simple circuit at the end of this workout that gives you all 5 exercises in a circuit. So RKC plank's number 1, key points, and get into that plank position. Push your hands away from the floor to get that upper back. It's technically called protraction of your scapula. You're bringing those abs in, you're squeezing your butt, squeezing your quads, and creating a lot of tension and holding that. That's the first exercise. Second on our list is a knee slide crunch. So we're gonna get into a crunch position here. Feet are firmly planted on the ground. Back is flat. The first thing I want you to do, a mistake people make, is they create space underneath the low back. So you can kind of slide my hand underneath here. I want to get rid of this space. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push my hips this way, flatten the back, and I have to contract my abs to do that. So there's no space underneath. This means my abs are contracted and my back's in a proper position. If you find your back's arching, flatten that sucker out, get the glutes active. Knee slide means you put your hands on your knees, you tuck your chin, and I'm creating tension in the abs, and I'm sliding up, and I'm sliding right down. Maintain this chin tuck tension position. Up, down, up, hold at the top, slowly come on down, fire up, hold at the top, right on down, tuck the chin, come up, right on down. So it's not a big range of motion movement, but the abs are tense all the way through to this peak, and then they're coming right on down. And I'm not coming all the way down here because at this point, I've lost all the tension on my abs. The tension starts from right here. This is the bottom position. I slide my hands up and right on down. If you find you have long arms, you don't have to have them fully extended. You can kind of get like the T-Rex arm thing here and come up to here and come right on down. The key is that chin stays tucked, the tension stays on the abs, and you're going up and down slow and controlled all the way. I want you to do these knee slide crunches for anywhere from 10 to 30 reps. If you can build up to 30 reps, your core is going to be incredibly strong because with this crunch, the tension is on the abs the entire time. So to kind of start to build out this ab workout, I would say first things first is you get the 1 minute total of RKC planks. You might need to rest between those 2, but once you get 1 minute RKC planks, you move on to these knee slide crunches and you work your way up to getting 30 reps. You have to do 3 sets of 10, that's fine. If you can do all of them in one 30 rep set, then that's good. You check that off, you got 30 reps here. We're gonna move on to our third exercise, which is the foot touch. Eventually we'll build it up to the flutter. So very similar starting position to that crunch, taking that low back space, flattening it out. This is gonna be a key of all your ab exercises. And from this position, we're gonna bring our legs into this 90-90 position. 90 degree from the hip, 90 from the knee. Hands are planted firmly. We're not allowing that low back to come up. We're keeping it pressed on the ground. That's gonna engage the abs. Now what we're gonna do from this position right here is we're one leg at a time. We're gonna slowly bring it down, touch the floor, bring it right back up slow. Other leg comes down, touches the floor, brings it right back up. Slow, because I want to feel like you're having this opening motion, whereas this leg comes down, I'm keeping tension on this left side. As this left leg comes down, keeping tension on this right side. It's a little bit like a slight bicycle motion, and this foot's coming down and it's touching the ground. What I find with a lot of these ab exercises is it actually sometimes is helpful to actually touch your stomach when you're working. It gives you some tactile feedback to make sure you know that the muscles are working. And if you have a layer of, as one likes to say, happiness over your abs and you can't feel them, that's totally fine. But still even touching your core gives you some engagement. as you're going through here. And as you get stronger, what you're gonna do is extend your legs out a little bit further. So instead of being very bent, they're gonna start to look a little more straight and straight. And in time, it may look like almost like a fully extended leg. But what you wanna make sure is that that low back does not come off the ground. So you're gonna work up to doing 15 each leg. If that means that you need to do that in all one set and you can get it done, that's great. If you need to do multiple sets, that's fine. Get 15 each leg, 30 total. Very challenging. It's going to work your core in a slightly different way. Then we're going to move on to our next exercise, which is the invisible ball twist. And this is an exercise that challenges the rotation aspect of our core strength. So you're going to get right here, feet firmly planted, abs are tight, chin is up in a line. I'm going to grab an invisible ball just like this. And with my invisible ball, my head is glued to the ball, and I'm going to rotate like this, looking at it the entire way. Chin stays up, I'm rotating with my ball all the way through. Here, chin goes where ball goes, ball moves, hands don't move. All the movement is coming from my trunk going this way. The hands are my guide. There's going to be a temptation to want to tuck your chin. This makes it easier. I want you to keep your chin elevated as you're moving with your invisible ball. You can play around with your leg position. Might feel better for you to be in this position. Might feel better to be closer. I like to find this, like, I think middle zone where your feet don't have to be firmly planted, but you definitely want good heel contact as you're moving. We're going to do 10 each side. Let's just count this as 1, 1, 2, 2. Work our way up to 10. And again, if you need to take multiple sets to get this done, that's fine. If you can do 10 each side, 20 reps total, if you will, in one go, then that's your check mark on this fourth exercise. And our fifth one is the Superwoman. Amazing. So we did a lot of exercises so far that have worked the front side of the core. We've worked the hip motion. We've worked some planking. We've worked some twisting. Now we're going to work some back extension. So what we're going to do here is do the Superwoman. So we're going to get down just like this. You get flat on the ground. You get your thumbs up just like this. And what we're going to do is we're going to squeeze the glutes in the low back to lift the legs up, and the upper body is going to come up with it. Just like this, just like Superwoman would if she's flying. You can come right on down. Up, pause for 1, 2, right on down. It's a very small motion, but what it's doing to lift myself up right now, I have to activate my low back. I have to activate my glutes, my hamstrings. To keep my arms up here, I have to activate my upper back, all the muscles to stabilize my scapula. And this is what's going to keep your back healthy, especially if you sit a lot. What is sitting? It's this forward curling. This is extension of the spine. I want you to get 30 reps total here. You will likely have to divide this into multiple sets. It might be 3 sets of 10. Rest between it, that's totally fine. And you're going to get a couple more. Up, down. Now, when do you stop? Well, when you find that your reps are starting to get either jerky like this, or if you find that your range of motion ends up looking like this, you probably need to rest. Rest for a few seconds. Maybe take 10 or so breaths, and you get right back to it. Boom. Up, pause for 1, 2, come on down, keep going. So that is the Superwoman, and that lands out the last exercise, formal exercise of our abs circuit. So again, we start with the RKC planks. We went to those knee slide crunches. We went to those foot touches. We're extending the legs for those flutters. Then we went to the invisible ball twists, to the Superwomans. And now as our 2 bonus cool down exercises, we want to do 2 moves from yoga, primarily the cat-cow. So we're going to be in this quadruped position here. Hands, feet, roughly shoulder width apart. And now we're going to work on moving the spine, keeping the spine mobile. So what we're going to do is we are going to inhale, head comes up, back arches like this, butt comes out, exhale, push, crunch in, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, pushing through the hands, exhale. The reason doing like 10 to 15 of those reps at the end is it's moving your spine through that flexion and extension. We just worked your abs, we worked your low back and extension, and now we're integrating that movement with when you're doing the cat exhale and you're pushing forward. That's a lot like the crunching motions and the planking motions we did. As we extend and we're doing the inhale through this portion of the cow, we're actually getting those back muscles to engage. We're bringing breath into the lungs. It's a great way to cool down, and it's going to keep your back healthy. Mobility is so essential for the spine, especially when you're in our 50s, 60s, and beyond, where we start to dehydrate in the spine. Those discs get more compressed. We've sat for so many years. We need to get blood flow to that spine. That's what the cat-cow does, along with all the exercises we did already in the series, but it's going to be nice icing on the cake. So that is an amazing ab exercise routine for women over 50. Those are 5 amazing exercises, and I'm not saying these are the only 5 exercises you should do, but I'm certainly saying that if you start incorporating these into your routine, you do them every day for 5 minutes, or you do them 2-3 times a week, whatever you can commit to 100%, you're going to see benefit to your health, to your body, to your strength, to how your back feels, to your energy levels. All of our power, all of our health really starts with a healthy spine and healthy core. These exercises are absolutely foundational. If you're a woman out there who knows that you want to lose weight, you want to live healthier, you want to get stronger, then I invite you to join us here on our Fit Mother Project YouTube channel. Hit subscribe. We literally are publishing hundreds of videos this year on workouts, on nutrition plans, on how to get and stay motivated, how to get your family healthy too. We are the Fit Mother Project. This is what we do. And if you want to start eating healthier and exercising, then I recommend you scroll below, and in the description we have what we call our free Fit Mom Jumpstart, where my team and I are actually going to email you our exact Fit Mom meal plan, a 24-minute metabolism boosting workout you can do with a pair of dumbbells that'll help you burn fat and boost your metabolism for up to 48 hours after a single session. And again, we're going to actually keep you accountable. We'll send you email tips and reminders and a lot of amazing stuff. So scroll below, get that free Fit Mom Jumpstart. I'll be here on video coaching you through the next 7 days. I know you're going to get a lot of value from that. So thank you for being here, my friend. If you like this, drop a comment below. If you feel like there's another ab exercise that you absolutely love, then comment below as well. We'd love to hear from you as well. We'll see you around the channel, my friend. I hope to see you in that Fit Mom Jumpstart, and I'll talk to you very soon.